I sat in my car at 3:47 a.m., staring at the dark house in front of me. My hand was on the door handle, but I couldn't move. For the past 3 years, I'd been telling myself the same lie every single night. Tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow, I'll wake up early. Tomorrow, I'll finally become the person I know I'm capable of being. But tomorrow never came, until that morning. That was the morning I decided to stop lying to myself. What happened over the next 60 days didn't just change my mornings. It changed everything about who I am. And if you're watching this right now, feeling stuck, feeling like you're running out of time, feeling like everyone else figured it out except you, what I'm about to share might be exactly what you need to hear. Let me take you back to where this really started. 6 months before that morning, I was drowning. On paper, everything looked fine. I had a job. I had responsibilities. I had people who depended on me. But inside, I was hollow. I'd wake up around 9, sometimes 10, already exhausted before the day even began. I'd scroll through my phone for an hour, watching other people live the lives I dreamed about. I'd promise myself I'd work on my goals after work, but by evening I was too drained, too defeated, too convinced it was already too late. The worst part wasn't the lack of progress. It was the shame, that crushing weight of knowing you're capable of more, but watching yourself choose comfort over courage every single day. I was disappearing into my own life, becoming a ghost of the person I wanted to be. Then something happened that shattered everything. My younger cousin called me, excited, telling me about this opportunity he'd created for himself. He was 22, and as I listened to his energy, his passion, his certainty about his future, something inside me broke. Not from jealousy, from recognition. I heard the person I used to be in his voice. The person I'd buried under excuses and comfort and fear. That night, I couldn't sleep. I sat at my desk at 2 in the morning and wrote one sentence in my journal. What if I just started? Not some elaborate plan. Not waiting until I felt ready. Just start. So I set my alarm for 4 a.m. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't post about it. I just decided that for 60 days, I would meet a different version of myself in the quiet hours before the world woke up. The first morning was brutal. When that alarm screamed at 4, every cell in my body begged me to stop this madness. But I remembered that feeling of disappearing. I remembered my cousin's voice. I remembered all the years I'd wasted waiting for motivation to find me. So I got up. I splashed cold water on my face and sat in the darkness of my kitchen. And for the first time in years, I felt something unexpected. Those first 2 weeks were war. My body rebelled, my mind threw every excuse at me. You're tired. You deserve rest. This doesn't matter. One day off won't hurt. But I kept showing up, not because I was strong, because I was desperate. Desperate to prove to myself that I wasn't finished, that there was still time to become who I was meant to be. Then something shifted around day 20. I started waking up before the alarm. My body began to crave the silence. Those early hours became sacred. While the world slept, I worked on the dreams I'd abandoned. I read books that expanded my mind. I exercised and felt my body grow stronger. I planned my day with intention instead of reacting to whatever chaos came. But the real transformation wasn't what I was doing. It was who I was becoming. I started making decisions differently. When faced with a choice between comfort and growth, I chose growth. When my old self whispered tomorrow, my new self said right now. I stopped negotiating with my excuses. I stopped waiting for permission from my feelings. The hardest day came on day 37. I'd had a terrible day at work. I got home late, exhausted, defeated. My alarm was set for 4, but I thought, I've done this for over a month. I've proven myself. I can take one day off. I reached for my phone to turn off the alarm. And then I stopped because I realized this was the moment that mattered most. Anyone can wake up early when they feel motivated. The real question is, who are you when everything in you wants to quit? I left that alarm on, and when it rang the next morning, I got up. Tired, hurting, but undefeated. That was the morning I understood. Success isn't about the days you feel strong. It's about what you do on the days you feel weak. By day 60, I wasn't the same person who set that first alarm. I'd completed projects I'd put off for years. I'd lost weight, I'd saved money. But more than any external achievement, I'd rebuilt something I thought I'd lost forever: self-respect. I'd proven to myself that I could make a promise and keep it, that I could choose discipline over comfort, that I was capable of transformation. Not someday, not when conditions were perfect. Right now, exactly as I was. Here's what I learned. First, motivation is a lie. It's not coming to save you. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Second, the person you become in the early morning quiet is the person you are all day. When you win the morning, you win the day. Third, comfort is the enemy of growth. Every time you choose the easy path, you're choosing to stay exactly who you are. Fourth, small decisions compound. Waking up early seems insignificant, but it's a declaration that you're in control of your life. Fifth, you don't need more time. You need more intention, so here's my challenge to you. Tomorrow morning, set your alarm 1 hour earlier than usual. Just 1 hour, don't tell anyone. Don't make it complicated. Just show up for yourself when it's hard, when it's dark, when no one's watching. Because that's where transformation lives. In the quiet moments when you choose your future over your comfort, your life is waiting for you. It's been waiting this whole time. The only question is, are you finally ready to show up and claim it? The sun rises whether you're awake to see it or not. But imagine what could happen if you were there every single morning, ready to meet it, ready to meet yourself. Your 60 days start now.